حي على الصلاة حي على حي على الفلاح حي على
الحمد لله رب العالمين والصلاة والسلام على نبينا محمد وعلى آله وأصحابه وأزواجه أجمعين أما بعد فأعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم رب اشرح لي صدري ويسر لي أمري واحلل عقدة من لساني يفقهوا قولي ربي زدني علما أجمعين إن شاء الله. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala increase in all of us knowledge. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Nice to see you, brothers and sisters. We'll just revise yesterday's lesson. This is the main theme of the lesson. Adarthu Saminu, lesson number 8, in which we are learning in detail what nouns are definite, and how to identify them. Okay, brothers and sisters. So here we have 7 categories of noun. All damair, whether they are marfu, or mansub, or majroor, they are all definite. We just remember that. They are definite. And then alamu. What is alamu? Proper nouns. In English we say proper nouns. They are always definite. All the names of people, places, they are all definite. All demonstrative pronouns. Hada, hazihi, dhalika, tilka, haulai, ulaika. These are all definite. Okay. And then al-ismul mawsula. Allazi, allati, alladhina, allati. These are all definite. And then al-muhalla bil-al. Remember this word, al-muhalla. What is the meaning of al-muhalla? Decorated with, adorned with. You decorate something. You decorate a noun with al, and it becomes definite. Fine, brothers and sisters. And then al-mudaf, ala marifa. When the mudaf ilayhi is marifa, mudaf is definite. Okay, brother? And then an-nakiratul maqsudatu. What is the meaning of maqsudatu? Aimed at. Aimed at. It's an indefinite noun, but it is aimed at by using harfu nida. Bin nida, by calling. So then that indefinite noun becomes definite. Ya waladu. Ya rajulu. No, rajulun is any man. But when you say Ya rajulu, then that is one particular man you are calling. So Ya waladu, Ya rajulu. Or you can even say Ya Muhammadu, but Muhammad was already definite. So Ya did not really make any difference to it. But remember this. Now, I will quickly revise the lesson. And then you will have to immediately underline with pencil or highlighter where are the definite nouns and where are the indefinite nouns. And if they are definite, in which category they come. Are you with me, brothers and sisters? So it gives you a lot of practice. Brother. Al-Mushtari, the buyer. Al-Mushtari. Is it definite? Why? You will say Al-Muhalla bi-al. Then you will describe it. Al-Muhalla bi-al. Al-Ladayka. Is ka definite? Why? Because it is damir. You will say damir. Aklamun, of course it is indefinite. Do you have pens? We go into a store and we ask, do you have pens? Or do you have ball pens? Do you have pencils, ink pen, etc., etc. Sahibul mahal. So what will you say? Al-mudafu ala marifa. Sahib is definite. Why? Because it is mudaf to the marifa. Naam, ladayna, aklamun, hibrin. Aklamu, hibrin. So hibrin is indefinite, so aklamu is indefinite. Wa aklamun, of course it is indefinite. Jafatun, that's the naat. We have ink pens and ball pens. Now, this book was written 40 years ago. The ink pens were very popular at that time. Now it's an obsolete thing. Nobody uses ink pen, Parker 51, there was the prized pen once upon a time, Fine, brothers and sisters. So, ladayna, na definite. Why? It's a damir. You will say ad-damir. Very good. Al-mushtari. Atini. Is ya mutakalam definite? Why? Damir. Zaka. Is zaka definite? Ismu ishara. Yushiru ila kalamin. So kalamin is indefinite. Are you with me, brothers and sisters? So you will have to make columns, in your book, and then write down the nouns, and then you will write down why. You will say al-muhalla bi-al, or you will say al-mudaf ila marifa. Are you with me, brothers and sisters? Al-mudaf ila marifa. I should write down ila here. Al-mudaf ila marifa. Okay. Atini, give me. We described Atini yesterday. Inshallah, you remember that? Atini, give me zaka. Zaka is zalika. What is zaka here? I know that. Mafulun bihi. Remember, ata, yuti will have two mafulun bihi. Inshallah, you'll remember that. Okay. Sahibul Mahal. Haza, what is Haza? Ismu Ishara. Is it definite? Of course it is definite. Al-Mushtari, La, Alladhi, Fawkahu. So Alladhi is definite, and Fawka is our zarf, and who is Mudaf ilayhi Majroor. But it is definite. Okay. This, no, the one which is above it. Sahibul Mal. Haza, this, Al-Mushtari, Naam. Wa'atini kalama rasasin, and give me pencil. Okay, brothers and sisters, so again, Atini, ni, nunu vikaya, and ya mutakallam as a mafulun bihi, and kalama, another mafulun bihi. Remember, ata, yu'ti will have two mafulun bihis. These are the things that we'll remember. Now let me tell you something more, brothers and sisters. Book 3 has got a lot of information, tons of information. And sometimes it is overwhelming. As you will see in the next lesson is very long. It may take us 2 sessions to complete it. And you will see the information is coming from everywhere, left and right. So what shall we do? We are progressing at a steady pace. Every day we must go forward. So this is my suggestion to you, brothers and sisters. Make your notes and understand it. If you do not memorize it, doesn't matter. Sister Abhi, understanding is important. And with your notes, what will happen later on, when you will revise it, everything will come into its proper place. So do not unnecessarily put yourself in a position where you feel kind of under distress. Don't feel that way. Try to understand as much as you can and revise as much as you can. And write down your notes so that when you will revise, it will become very clear to you. I have had many students, brothers and sisters, they said we have to revise book 3 over and over again, because the information is so much in it that you will need to revise it over and over again. But inshallah, I am hoping, brothers and sisters, that after the course finishes, when we will study Qur'an, then all these rules we have to bring in front and apply to the Qur'an. So everything that we will be studying in Qur'an will be a revision of book 3 and 2. So it will come to you. See, our relationship with the Qur'an is forever and ever. As long as we breathe, we have a relationship with Qur'an. So our love and relationship with Qur'an will remain, and it will remain in the light of all the rules that we are learning. And we will be studying Qur'an, understanding Qur'an in the background of the language that we are learning, inshallah. Hope you follow me, brothers and sisters. Inshallah. Is it clear? So do not worry. Do not get distressed. Take it as it comes, understand it, write your notes, and we move forward. Inshallah. Sahibul Mahal. Haza kalamu rasasin. Haza mubtada, kalamu khabar, wa huwa mudaf, and mudaf ilayhi. This is a pencil. Atini daftaran. See, daftaran is indefinite. Ni, ya mutakalam is definite. Why? It's a damir. It's a damir. Sahibul Mahal. Adaftaru. Definite. Why? Muhalla bi al. Decorated with al. Right. Anwa'un mukhtalifun. The notebook is of many kinds. Ayya naw'in turidu. Uridu daftaran, again indefinite. Za is a not. Warakin, indefinite. Mudaf ilayhi, musattarin. Za warakin, musattarin. Musattarin is also indefinite. Warakin is mudaf ilayhi, and musattarin is your not. Fine, brothers and sisters. Ala gilafihi. Is gilaf indefinite? Yes. Why? What will you say? Al-mudaf ila marifa. Are you with me? Al-mudaf ila marifa. Got the idea, brothers and sisters? Kharitatul alamil islamiyyi. Okay, brothers and sisters, is kharitatu definite? Yes. Why? Al-mudaf ila marifa. And what is al-islamiyyi? Not. Okay, fine. So, I want a notebook which is lined, pages are lined, warakin is a page, and on the cover of it, there is a map of Islamic world. Clear, brothers and sisters? The meaning is clear? Sahibul Mahal. Aturidu shayyan akhara. What is the translation? Do you need anything more? Any other thing? Do you need any other thing? Al-Mushtari La. Sahibul Mahal. Yunadi ibnahu. So whether is ibna definite? Yes. Why? Al-Mudaf ila Marifa. This is all the categories we'll be bearing in mind. Now, brothers and sisters, Yunadi. What is ibna? Mafulun bihi. Wa huwa mudaf and mudaf ilayhi. Ya waladu. Is ya, what is ya? Harfu nida. Is waladu definite? Yeah. What will you say? An-nakiratul maksudatu bin nida. Da. Hadhihi. Is hadhihi definite? Yes. Ismu ishara. And it is mafulun bihi. And what is al-ashya'a? Badal. Fi kisin. No, kisin is indefinite. So, Dr. Sahib will also ask us to go to the main lesson and find out all the nouns which are indefinite. So then we will make a list of indefinite nouns. Now this lesson gives a thorough practice of Marifa and Nakira. Inshallah. Lil Mushtari. Tilmizun anta. What is anta? Definite. Why? It's a damir. It's a damir. Naam. Masmuka. Is ka definite? Why? It's damir. What about ismu? Is definite? Why? Al-mudaf ila marifa. Ismi malikun. Is ism definite? Why? Mudaf ila marif. Is malikun definite? Why? It is al-alamun. This is the way we will do it, inshallah. Fi ayyi madrasatin tadrusu. In which school you study? Malik. Fi madrasati Umar Thanawiya. Fi madrasati Umar Thanawiya. Okay, brothers and sisters? Is madrasati definite? Why? Al-mudaf ila ma'rifa. Fine, brother. Is Umar definite? Why? It's alam. And Athanaviyati is your naat for madrasa. Yusallimu lahu. See, lahu, jar majrur. Is who definite? Why? It's damir. Al-waladu, is it definite? Why? Al-muhalla bi-al. And al-ashya'a definite? Why? Al-muhalla bi-al. Fi kisin. Now it is indefinite. وَيَدْفَعُ مَالِكٌ قِيمَتَهَا. Ha is damir. Is qimat definite? Yes. Why? Al-mudaf ila ma'rifa. Wa yakhruju. Yusallimu lahu waladu al-ashya'a. The boy gives him the things in a bag, and Malik pays the price of it, and he goes out. Sahibul man, Ya Maliku. Is Maliku definite? It was already definite. So Ya did not make any difference to it. Huh? We have to understand that. Ta'al. Come. Now again we will do this ta'al here, inshallah. هذه لوحة جميلة. This is a beautiful plate, or tablet. Tahwi, containing ayatin. What is it, brothers and sisters? Ayatin wa ahaditha. Containing ayatin wa ahaditha. Tell me one thing, brother. What is tahwi? Fi'l. Fi'l al-mudari. What is madi? Hawa, yahwi, tahwi. Fine. Why it is tahwi? Because it is lahwatun. It's a muannas. Lawhatun. Okay. Now, brothers and sisters, tell me, what is ayatin? Maf'ulun bihi, mashallah, mashallah. Jama muannas salim. Brothers and sisters, this is beautiful. Now you understand that ayatin, which has a kasra, but it is mansoob. This knowledge will help you to understand Qur'an, inshallah. And wa ahaditha. What is this? Mawtufun ala ayatin. And it is mansoob. But this is a plural, mafa'ilu. It is diptote. That is why there is a single fatah. Ayatin has a tanween kasra, but ahaditha has a single fatah. Why single fatah? Because it is a diptote. Hiya hadiyatun laka. Is ka definite? Why? It's a damir. What? Shukran, yakrau. Ma indakum. Is kum definite? Yes. Damir. Yanfadu. Wa ma indallahi bakin. Okay. Al-Muslimu. This is a hadith, brother. Man. Al-Muslimu definite? Yes. Muhalla Bilal. Man definite? Yes. Why? Ismu Mawsula. And how about ma indakum? Is ma definite? Yes. What is it? Ismu Mawsula. MashaAllah. MashaAllah. Excellent, brothers. Alhamdulillah. You are getting stronger in your understanding. Al-Muslimuna definite? Muhalla Bilal. Lisanihi. Is lisani definite? Why? Al-Mudaf ila Ma'rifa. Wa yadihi, is it definite? Why? Mudaf ila Ma'rifa. Rawahu Shaykhan. Okay, brother? Is who definite? Why? It's damir. Is Shaykhani definite? Why? Muhalla bil. See, now tell me one thing, brother and sister. What would we call this? Halwa puri. Inshallah. It's easy, isn't it? Keep this in your mind. And you know something? You do not have to memorize. Why? You already know it. You already have a good idea about all these things, inshallah. So you do not have to sit down. You already have memorized it, inshallah. Brothers and sisters, the questions. Mal ashya'u allati ishtaraha Malik. Okay. What will you say? Al ashya'u alladhi ishtaraha Malik hiya kalamun wa daftarun. Okay. Aina yadrusu Malik? Yadrusu Malik fi madrasati Umar al-Thanawiyya. Okay. Now you have to study the lesson, read it couple of times, and then write the answers at home. Here I'm doing little fast because we just read the lesson once. You may not have memorized everything. So I would request you to read the lesson and then write down these answers at home. And if you have difficulty, you have the Hallo Tamarin. Brothers and sisters, Hallo Tamarin and the key of third book, these are very important tools that you have. We did not have the luxury of having these things when we were studying. You are very, very fortunate. So make use of them, inshallah. Read the key as often as you can. Keep it next to your bedside so that whenever you have time, you read it. Before you go to bed, you read it. And inshallah, it will make you strong in your understanding. Maza hawatil. What will you say? Maza hawatil lahwatu. What is this? Hawat. And then you say hawatil. What is it, brothers and sisters? No. Fail and file. MashaAllah. Fail and file. What kind of a fail is this? Nakis. How did you get this? Let us do it now. Let's conjugate. Hawa, hawaya, hawau. What will you say? Hawau. And then hawat. Got the idea? This is ta'utanisi. Okay? And you drop the ya. We have to understand all these things, inshallah. You will say hawatil lahwatu ayatin wa ahaditha, inshallah. I will read it quickly because what we are reading, we already read in the key in English. Now we are reading the lesson, which is the same thing is explained in Arabic. Al-ismu, brothers and sisters, imma ma'rifa wa imma nakira. Translation. The noun is either definite or indefinite. فَالْمَعْرِفَةُ مَا دَلَّ عَلَى مُعَيَّنٍ. What is the meaning of mu'ayyanin? Particular. Definite, specific. What is mu'ayyana? What is it? Mu'ayyana. It is ism maf'ul. Ayyana, yu'ayyinu, mu'ayyin and mu'ayyan. Something which is particular or specific or definite. So, the definite noun indicates us something which has been defined or which is made particular. Okay. For example, ka Muhammadin, like Muhammadin. Is it clear, brothers and sisters? The meaning is clear? Wa anta wa hadha wa kitabul mudarris wal jami'ati. These are all definite nouns. Got the idea? So it points out, al-ma'rifa points out to a particular thing, brothers and sisters. One nakiratu, an indefinite, ma dalla ala ghairi muayyin, which is not specified, not definite, not particular. Ka rajulin, like a man, wa kitabin, wa jamiatin. Clear, brothers and sisters? Aqsamul marifa, kinds of marifa. Al-ma'rifu sab'atu aqsamin. It is of 7 kinds. Okay. Number 1, damir. Okay. Mislu Example, ana wa anta wa huwa. Now what is this? Wata'u min katabtu, katabta, katabti. What is the meaning of this?
No, okay. Anta, anti, antum.
MashaAllah. Huh? Ta tuma tum, ti tuma tunna, tuna. These are all definite. And they are marfu. We are going to study. There is a lesson coming on damair only. And we will study in detail the kinds of damair. Right? Marfu, mansub, majrur. That is the beauty of Madina books, brothers and sisters. The Dr. Sahib has done amazing thing. And if you study Madina books, alhamdulillah, you know 90% of the grammar. So what about 10%? The 10% is the grammar that is not frequently used. Are you with me? You don't use, it's rarely used. But with the knowledge of 90%, brothers and sisters, that 10% when it comes in front of you, you will understand. Because you already have a foundation. So you won't find it difficult. Inshallah, when Dr. Sahib comes here in October, we will have special classes with him. We will have special classes with him. And he will explain us many things that he did not describe in the books, inshallah. So we are all looking forward to meeting him in person and sitting in the class and having him standing and explaining us, inshallah. Number 2, al-alamu. What is al-alamu? Proper nouns, brother. You got it. Ahmadu wal Hindu wa Makkatu. Ismul ishara. Mislu hadha wa zalika wa hadhihi wa tilka wa haulai. Al-ismul mawsula. Are you with me, brothers and sisters? Mislu al-ladhi wal-ladhina wal-lati wal-lati wa ma. Wa man. What are they, brothers and sisters? Al-mawsulataini. They are both ismul mawsula. Number 5, al-muhalla bi-al. Got the idea? Al-kitabu wal-rajulu. Al-mudafu ila marifa. Kitabuhu wa kitabu hamidin wa kitabu hadha. These are all al-mudaf ila marifa. And now, here is an example. وَكِتَابُ الَّذِي. What is al-ladhi here? Mudaf ilayhi. MashaAllah. Excellent. Huh? Okay. But it is marifa. So kitab is marifa? Yes. Kitab became marifa because it is al-mudaf ila marifa. Very good. Kharaja min al-fasli qabla qalilin. Wa kitabul mudarrisi. Amma al-mudafu ila nakira fa nakiratun. If it is mudaf ila nakira, then it is nakira. Mislu kitabu talibin. Talibin is mudaf ilayhi. It is nakira. Is kitabu marifa or nakira? Nakira. Why? Because mudaf ilayhi is nakira, indefinite. Wa baytu mudarrisin, a house of a teacher. Fine. An-nakiratul maqsudatu bin nida, mithlu ya rajulu wa ya shaykhu. Iza nadaita rajulan wa shaykhan muayyanaini. Are you with me, brothers and sisters? If those shaykh and man, if they are called, and we know they are specific, particular, then they are all definite because of harfun nida. Amman nakiratu ghayru maqsudati bin nida fa nakiratun. If the noun which is indefinite, brothers and sisters. Okay? And you call with harfu nida. Okay? But you are not calling a particular person. Okay? Then that noun remains indefinite. Are you with me, brothers and sisters? And what is the best example for that? Kakawli ama, like the call of a blind man who is standing on the street corner and asking somebody, "Oh man, help me to cross the road." So it means any man. At that time, that ya did not make that noun definite. Are you with me, brothers and sisters? Fine. Ghairu maqsudati means it is not aimed at a particular individual. Fine, brothers and sisters. Wal ma'rifatu, and the definite noun, la tatagayyaru haluha. But what kind of verb is this? Tatagayyaru. Form 5. Tagayyara, to change. Tatagayyaru, where is the file? Sister Hafsa? Halu, mashallah, mashallah. See, your mind is now identifying it. Because file has to be marfu, so halu is your file. And it is mudaf, mudaf ilayhi, min nida. Ya Khalidu, ya Haza. It means, the marifa, the definite noun, its condition does not change by nida. Got the idea? It remains definite. Whether you have harfu nida in front of it or you don't have it. Read the sentence properly, brothers and sisters. Al-ma'rifatu la tatagayyaru haluha bin nida. The definite noun, its condition does not change by harfu nida. Ya Khalidu, ya Haza. Inshallah. So that's it, brothers and sisters. Hati salasata amsilatin lin nakira. What are the 3 examples, brother? Kalamun, kitabun, rajulun, any 3 nouns, okay? Hati salata amsilatin li kulli kismin min aksamil ma'rifa. Now give, 3 examples of everything. I'm sure you can give. You can give 3 examples of all. Write down in the order like this, brothers and sisters, and then you will just write down 3 examples. We have written some of them here. Is it clear? Very simple, brother. Istakhrij min ad-darsi ma fihi min nakhira. Everything that is in noun is indefinite in the main dars, write it. Find out. Inshallah you can do it. Now number 4. Istakhraj min ad-darsi ma fihi min ma'rifa. Wazkur nawwa kulli wahidin minha. The way we did it in the beginning. You have to do it and write it. Brothers and sisters, if you get time, do it. Otherwise, even as a shortcut, because we have limited time in our hand, you have got lots of responsibility. Read the lesson and do it in your mind. Read the lesson and do it in your mind. Warada fid darsi. It was mentioned in the dars. What was mentioned? Ya waladu, ya maliku. Ayuhum maktasaba. What is the meaning of iktasaba? Gained. Write down. To gain or obtain. Are you with me, brothers and sisters? أيهم اكتسب التعريف. Which one gained the definiteness? Bin nida. Al-walad. Only al-walad. Huh? Because Malik was already definite. Good answer, Brother Hassan. Very good. Ikra al-Hadith al-Ati. Read the following hadith. وَعَيِّن مَا فِيهِ مِن نَكِرَاتِ وَالْمَعَارِفِ وَاذْكُرْ وَكُلِّ مَعْرِفَةٍ. Are you with me, brothers? We just have to, when we see ma'rifah, then we describe the reason for it. Okay, fine. And Anas ibn Malikin. Anasin. An is your harfchar. So Anasin. Is it definite? Why? Al-alam. Very good. Okay. And then it is Ibni. Is Ibni definite? Why? Ma'rifah. You will say al-mudaf ila ma'rifah. So you will write down the nouns in one column and then you will describe. Nakira and Ma'rifah, both. Huh? In Nakira we don't have to describe. But in Ma'rifah you describe. Huh? Anna Rajulan. What is Rajulan? Nakira. Fine. Sa'ala Nabiyya. Ma'rifah. Muhalla bil-an. Mata Sa'atu. Ya Rasulallahi. When is the day of judgment? O Prophet of Allah. As-Sa'atu, is it definite? Yes. Muhalla bil-an. Ya Rasulallahi. So brothers and sisters, Rasul is definite because of it is both ways, but it is definite. Even there was no ya, it was still definite. Why definite? Are you with me? Rasulullahi. What did ya do? It made Rasulu into Rasulullah. Huh? Okay, fine, brothers and sisters. Is Allahi definite? Why? Mualla bil-an. It has got al also. Ma'adatta laha. What is this verb, brother? Tell me form. Form 4. Form 4. What is it, brothers and sisters? Adda. This comes from adda and then adda. To prepare. This verb comes quite often in the Qur'an, brother. Allah has prepared Jannah for the Mu'mineen and Jahannam for the Kafirin. So let's conjugate. Adda, adda, addu, addat, addata, and then adadna. Then we break the idgham. Why did you break the idgham? Mutaharrik pronouns. Remember all these things, brother. Inshallah, now our mind should have the answers ready for us, Mutaharrik pronoun came, I had to break the idgham. Okay, fine, brother. So it is ma'adatta. What have you prepared for it? So what is ma? Ismu istifham. What is it? Ismu istifham. Adatta. What is ta? Fa'il. Yes, very good. It's fa'il. Is it definite, indefinite? Why it is definite? Damir, it is damir. Laha. Is ha definite? Why? It is damir. Now, again ma has come. What is this ma? Harfu nakira. This is negation. Ma adattu laha min kathiri salatin wala sawmin wala sadaqatin. Salatin. Is it definite, indefinite? Indefinite. Salatin. Wa sawmin and sadaqatin. Why? So what is the meaning? I haven't prepared for it with many salats. It means he has not prayed many salats, and he has not kept many fasts, and he has not given a lot of charity. He said, I haven't prepared. Walakinnani, but what is ya? Ismu lakinna mansubun. Sahi? Ismu lakinna mansubun. Brother Hassan? Okay. So, lakinna has come. Min akhwatu inna. Ya is ismu lakinna mansubun. And where is the khabar lakinna? Jumla failure. Uhibbullaha. Okay. Allah wa Rasulahu. Is Rasula definite? Why? Al-mudaf ila ma'rifa. Qala. Then Prophet replied, Anta. What is Anta? Mubtada. Definite? Why? Damir. Anta ma'aman ahbabta. You are with whom you love. Ma'a. What is ma'a? Zarf. And what is this man? Mudaf ilayhi, mashallah, excellent. Ism mawsula, definite. It is ism mawsula. But also, to understand that man is here, mudaf ilayhi. That was a good answer, Brother Abdul Samad. See, our mind now should work in every way in the sentence and figure out all these things, inshallah. Ahbabta, what is this? Ahbabta. This is, brothers and sisters, this is Jumla failure. This is Jumla failure. Fine, brothers and sisters. And that is your Silatul Mawsul. Very good. But what kind of a verb is this? Fine. Form 4, mashallah. See, are you feeling now the verbs? Can you feel it when they come? This is extremely important, Brother Hassan. We should know the verbs when they come and identify them. Ahabba, same like this. Form 4. Are you okay, Brother Hassan? Are you alright, brother? Ahabba, can we conjugate? Ahabba, ahabba, ahabbu, ahabbat, ahabbata, ahbabna. You break the idgham, mutaharik pronoun. Yuhibbu, yuhibbani, yuhibbuna, tuhibbu, tuhibbani, yuhbibna. Again, mutaharik pronoun, you break it. Inshallah, you will remember. See, now, it's a joy to do all these things because we can do with confidence and we understand what we are doing, inshallah. Instead of just simply memorizing, we understand what we are saying. We have memorized with understanding, inshallah. Got the idea, brother? Muttafaqun alayhi. Muttafaqun. What kind of a noun is this? Ism maf'ul. Okay. What is the madi? Ittafaqa. Ittafaqa. Are you with me? Form 8. Form 8. What is the root of it? You got lost. Wafaka. See, ittafaka. And from there, yattafiku, muttafiq and muttafaq. Ismu maful. Now it comes from Are you with me, brothers and sisters? The ta, okay, the waw change into ta. Let me write it down. Let me write it down properly, brother. Okay, now I'm making it into form 8. What is form 8? Ifta'ala. What is it? Ifta'ala. So let's do it. I'm doing this here, brothers and sisters. It's not necessary for me to do it. But I am doing it so that you get used to it. By the time the lesson comes for Form 8, you know everything, inshallah. And you will love that lesson, inshallah. So, are you with me? Ibtafaka. Now, the waw will change into ta. So, it became and then we give it the ram, brother, and it became. Got the idea, brothers and sisters, inshallah? No, we are not supposed to do it. But I just did it to give you extra practice so that you are preparing yourself for the ultimate lesson in Form 8. Remember, each form has got a lesson on its own. Again, that is the beauty of Madina books. And that is farsightedness and the vision of Dr. Abdul Rahim. Each form has an independent lesson in which what will come? Nothing will come except that form. So we'll get a lot of practice, inshallah. How will? What is how will? Amar. Hawwala yuhawwilu, to change. Kullu nakiratin mimma yati ila marifa bitarikatil mazkurati amamaha. In a way which is mentioned in front of it. Sayaratun bil idafati. So what will you do now? How will you change this sayaratun into marifa by idafa? Idafa. Idafa means mudaf mudafili. So Sayaratu Muhammadin, Sayaratul Mudarrisi, anything you want. Bil idafa means by making it into mudaf. Okay? Got the idea? Rasulun bitahliyatiha, by decoration of it, bi al. Ar-Rasul, fine. Ustadu bin nida. Now tell me, brother, I don't think this is a halwa puri. This is a half jalebi, or maybe a quarter jalebi. These are very easy, inshallah. Istakhraj min darsi bifalaini lil mudaf ila marifa. So you can do it, inshallah. Wa mithalaini lil mudaf ila nakira. You will find out two examples with mudaf ilayhi, which is marifa and which is nakira. Salasata amsilati lismi fa'il mustaqi min fi'l thulathil mujarrid. 3 examples of ismu fa'il derived from 3-letter verbs. So al-mushtari is not, it is ismu fa'il, but it is not from 3-letter verb. When Dr. Sahib says istakhraj min darsi, we should go to the dars and see if there are any ismu fa'il. Sahib, yes. Sahib is your ismu fa'il. Excellent, brother. Sahib. And Malik is your ismu fa'il. Bakin, yes. Bakin, yes, that is from your no, baqiya yabqa. So in other words, you have sahib, and then you have malik, and then you have bakin. So these are the three examples. Yes, Sister Naima?
What's the root word for
bakin? Bakiya. Ba, kaf, and ya. Huh? Bakiya. Huh?
That's different from the other bakiya for crying.
Then, see, Sister Naima, bakiya, and it became bakin. And baka, it became, see the difference? See the difference? It's kaf, and this is kaf. Now, Sister Manas, three-letter verbs means any three-letter verbs, whether it is Salim, Mahmuz, Mudaf, Misal, Ajwaf, Naqis, doesn't matter. They are all three-letter verbs. Are you with me? So Muslim is a ism file from four-letter verb, and Mushtari is ism file from form 8. So that will not be called from three-letter verbs. Okay, brothers and sisters? Misalan lin nasbi. Now from the thus, okay, it is al-Islamiyu. Al-Islamiyu. Remember, what is the example of, this nasab? We say Canada. Alhamdulillah. Alhamdulillahi Rabbil Alameen. Wassalatu wassalamu ala nabiyyina Muhammadin wa ala alihi wa ashabihi wa azwajihi ajma'in. Amma ba'd, fa'udhu billahi minash shaitanir rajim. Bismillahir rahmanir rahim. Rabbi shrah li sadri wa yassir li amri wahlul 'uqdatam min lisani yafqahu qawli. Rabbi zidni ilman ajma'in, inshallah. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala increase in all of us knowledge. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Nice to see you, brothers and sisters. I would like to take you back again. Sallama shayya lahu. What is the meaning of it? He gave the thing to him. The meaning is atahu iyahu. What is the meaning of ata? He gave. He gave it to him. He gave it to him. Ata yu'ti. Form 4. Ata yu'ti. How do you write ata? Are you with me? Ata yu'ti. Okay, brothers and sisters. Who? Ata who? What is who? Maf'ulun bihi. Okay, that who is now mansub. It comes as a maf'ulun bihi. But what kind of a damir it is? Damirun muttasilun. And it is mansub. This is the mansub form of the damir. There is another mansub form of the damir which is called munfasilun. Separate, on its own. This cannot come on its own. It cannot come. It has to be attached. But that iyahu can come on its own. And we will study later on in the lessons what are the rules for using it. What are the rules for using damirun munfasilun, mansub? We will be learning them. But it will come. And we always recite in the Surah Al-Fatiha every single day. What do we say? Iyaka. Brother, here is the nabaduka. What is the meaning of nabaduka? We worship you. And then ka, I cannot separate. It will fall. It has no legs to stand. Are you with me? It has to remain attached. Huh? But then, if I give it this form, iyaka, then it can stand on its own. And sometimes you have to use it. We will learn the rules. Here, it can come as an emphasis. Thee alone. Because you could have easily said nabaduka. And now we change that ka, damir muttasil, into damir munfasil. Both are mansur. And we say iyaka. It came in the form, a beginning of the verb. It is mafulun bihi for this. But it came first. And it will come in the Qur'an like that. So I want you to keep it in mind right now. The rules and regulations for using damirun, munfasilun will come later on in the lesson, inshallah. And they are very interesting rules, brothers and sisters. Now, remember, you might say iyaka. By the looks of it, you might say, is it mudaf ilayhi? No. This is one word. Brother Hassan? See, we are always used to, kitabuka, baituka, kalamuka. Those were mudaf ilayhi. This is not mudaf ilayhi. This is just one word. And this whole thing is the damir. But what can have a damir? Munfasil. Brothers and sisters, you will inshallah keep that in mind. Now, I can make 14 out of that. Are you with me? Let us do it 14 now. Iyahu, iyahuma, iyahum, iyaha, iyahuma, iyahunna, iyaka, iyakuma, iyakum, iyaki, iyakuma, iyakunna. Iya. What is it? Iya. Because two yas are, see? One is iya. Got the idea, brothers and sisters? Why did you give a fatha here? Because there is a alif before it. If there is a alif before it or ya sakin before it, then ya mutakalam instead of sukun gets a fatha. Inshallah you remember. So brothers and sisters, here is a little melody for it. Yahu, Yahuma, Yahum. Yaha, Yahuma, Yahunna. Yaka, Yakuma, Yakum. Yaki, Yakuma, Yakunna. And then, Ya, Yana. Got it, brothers and sisters? One more time. One more time. It will make you understand. Maybe you would like to sing it also. While you are cooking, while you are cleaning, you want to, hum the melody. Okay, brothers and sisters? Yahu, Yahuma, Yahum. Again. Yahu, Yahuma, Yahum. Yaha, Yahuma, Yahunna. Yaka, Yakuma, Yakum. Yaki, Yakuma, Yakunna. And then, Ya, Yana. Alhamdulillah. Inshallah, you'll keep it in mind. Inshallah. Now, the next thing, brothers and sisters, we go to the main lesson. Isn't this beautiful, brothers and sisters? If we don't study the language, how would we understand Quran, brother? I want to go back to page number 74, please. Kilahuma maridun. Mas'ud. Kilahuma maridun. Brother, did you highlight this? You got to highlight it. See, kilahuma is dual. Okay? Kila is mubtada, which is dual. And then huwa mudaf. And huma is mudaf ilayhi. Okay? But we have understood that if the mubtada is dual, the predicate or the khabar is dual also. But in this case, it is singular. So we use kila huma in its meaning as a dual, but in its use as a singular. So keep that in mind. Further explanation is coming in the book later on. This is most often used. Sometimes you may find kilahuma maridani, but the use is very rare. This is the most often used way of kilahuma, with the predicate coming as a singular. Inshallah, you will keep that in mind. Now we go to page number 75, brothers and sisters. What is the first line on page number 75? Al-Mudarris. Iftah. What is iftah, brother? Fi'l amrin mabniun ala sukun. Where is the file? Mustatir. Taqdiruhu anta. Iftah. Open. The question is, open what? Maf'ulun bihi. When you say what and you get an answer, it is maf'ulun bihi. That is needed. So what is the maf'ulun bihi? Tainika. What is this tainika? From tilka, it became the tanika and it became tainika. Are you with me, brothers and sisters? Because we are doing the lessons of dual, tilka, what is the dual of tilka? Tanika. And what is the mansub and majroor form of tanika? Tainika. Got the idea? Alhamdulillah. So tainika is, what is tainika? Ismu ishara. Mansubun, because of being maf'ulun bihi. Okay? And it is mabni. Okay. And what is this nafizataini? MashaAllah. MashaAllah. Brothers and sisters, if you say mudaf ilayhi, then I got a very weak heart. It is badal. Always after ismu ishara, you see a definite noun with al, it is badal. So open those two windows, ya Majid. Ikra darsa ya Hisham. Hisham an Aisha radiyallahu anha an Nabiyyi sallallahu alayhi wa sallam. Qala, Prophet sallallahu alayhi wa sallam said, Rakat al-Fajri. What is it? Rakat al-Fajri. So what is happening here? Rakatani, the noon got dropped. Very important to note. Rakata ni became rakat al-Fajri. Khairun min ad-dunya wa ma fiha. Is better than this dunya and whatever it is in this dunya. Brothers and sisters. That is the importance of the Salatul Fajr. Alhamdulillah. So where is Mubtada? Rakata. Mubtada. Is it marfu? Yes. What is the sign of it? Alif, mashallah. Wa huwa mudaf and Fajri mudaf ilayhi. Where is the Khairun is our khabar. So this is Jumla Ismiya, mashallah. Rawahu Muslim wa Tirmidhi. Al-Mudarris. Inna noonan musanna. Okay, brother? Noon is your ismu. Inna mansub. Wa huwa mudaf and musanna is mudaf ilayhi. Tuhzafu is dropped. This is majhul. Is omitted. Indal idafati. When we do mudaf ilayhi. For rakata asluhu rakatani. Is it clear? Inshallah. MashaAllah. وَكَذَلِكَ تُحْذَفُ نُونُ جَمْعِ مُذَكَّرٍ سَالِمٍ. And likewise, the noon of Jama Mudhakkar Salim is also omitted. Taqulu, you say, Muslimu Yabani. Muslimul Yabani. Are you with me, brothers and sisters? Instead of Muslimuna, you say Muslimul Yabani. Now comes, brothers and sisters, beautiful thing. See, in book 3, Dr. Abdul Rahim brings more and more verses from Quran. And that is so enjoyable to study and understand. قال تعالى في سورة البقرة أم كنتم شهداء إذ حضر يعقوب الموت. Okay, brother? كنتم. What is kuntum? Fi'al naqis. What is it? Fi'al naqis. What is tum? Ismu kana. We cannot say fa'il. It is ismu kana. Where is khabar kana? Shahada. Is it mansub? Yes, it is mansub. Then if brother is a zarf, hadara is the fi'al, madi. What is yaquba? Mafulun bihi. Where is the file for hadara? Al-mawtu. You see that mawtu with marfu. Is again zarf. Qala li banihi. You know what is this li banihi? Brothers and sisters. Again, this is very, very interesting, brother. Ibnun has got 2 jama. What is one? Abna'un. This is broken plural. Jama taksir. And there is another plural which is Jama Muzakkar Salim. Sound plural. What is the other plural? Banuna. What is Banuna? Waunun. Sound, masculine, plural. Are you with me, brothers and sisters? Now, make it mansub and majroor. Banina. Banina. Okay? It became banina. Now, if you say who as a mudaf ilayhi, then what will happen? So here it is, brother, li, which is harf jar, which will make banun into banin. Li, bani. Okay, I drop the noon and then I will say, hey, got the idea? See, it's so important for us to understand. Also you say, Ya Bani Israel. So what is Ya Bani Israel? Actually it is Banuna plus Isra Ila. Are you with me, brothers and sisters? Now, see, it is together. Mudaf mudafili. So I got to drop the noon. So it becomes Banu Israel. And you put Ya there, then it will become Banun, will become Banina, Mansub. Mudaf became Mansub, so it became Bani Israel. All these things are important and they are in the Quran, and these rules will make us understand, inshallah, very clearly and beautifully, inshallah.
Give us the translation for the ayah, inshallah.
Yeah. Were you witness when the death came to Yaqub? Are you with me? And he said to his children, are you with me? He said to his children, what did he say? Ma ta'buduna min ba'di, after me. Whom will you worship once I am gone? What did they say? Kalu. Na'budu ilahaka, we'll worship your Lord. The one you are worshipping. Wa ilaha abaika, and the God of our forefathers. Ibrahima wa Ismaila wa Ishaqa ilahan wahidan. One Lord. Brother? Wa nahnu lahu muslimun. Nahnu lahu muslimun. What is this Ibrahim doing here? Badal. Badal for Abba. These are all badals coming, inshallah. Wa nahnu lahu muslimun. فَقَوْلُهُ تَعَالَى لِبَنِيهِ أي لِأَبْنَائِهِ. Got the idea, brothers and sisters? Al-ibnu lahu jam'ani. Banuna wa abna'un. Afahimtum? Naam. What will you answer? Fahimna jayidan. Fahimna fahman jayidan. Brother, there was a teacher from India, Pakistan, and then he used to get upset. And he would say, Afahimtum? Khaq fahimtum. We say, Khaq samjhe tum. So he said, Fahimtum? Khaq fahimtum. Anyway. Nam fahimna jayidan. Ya Hamid. So what is jayidan here? Maf'ulun mutlaq. Maf'ulun mutlaq. Al-Mudarris. Ya Hamid. Hati ayatan. Ayatan maf'ulun bihi. Tahwi, containing. Muthanna, dual. Hudifat nunuhu. The noon of it is omitted. Lilidafati. Because of Mudaf Mudaf ilayhi. Qala ta'ala, Hamid says, Qala ta'ala li Musa alayhi salam fi surati Taha. See, now we can analyze it, brother, and understand it beautifully. Remember one thing, brother and sister. We only analyze once to understand. After that, when you hear it, you understand it perfectly. And in Arabic, not in translation, in Arabic. And you feel the sweetness, the taste, the eloquence of the language of the Qur'an, which is a miracle. And most people are ignorant about it. Most people are ignorant about it. I've said many times to you, I will repeat it today, brothers and sisters. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala gave many prophets miracles. To Hazrat Musa alayhi salam, the miracle was his asa. When he dropped it in front of Pharaoh, it turned into snake. When he hit the sea parted. When he hit the stone, the water came out of it. Okay? But where is that stick now? It's not there anymore. Where are those people for whom the miracle was performed? They are not here. So that miracle was for that people and that time. For those people and for that time. That was the miracle which Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala bestowed on Prophet Musa alayhi salam. What about Prophet Isa alayhi salam? Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala granted him. Remember, Allah grants miracle. No human being can perform miracle. Look at this, brother, circle. This is Allah's creation. In this Allah's creation, everybody is dependent on somebody. Even we are dependent on air, water, sun. The plants are dependent on sun. We are dependent on plants to provide us food. Everybody is dependent on it. Okay? But where is Allah? Allah is outside. He is not dependent the way we are dependent in the universe. He is apart from that. He is unique. There is nothing in the creation which will resemble Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. He's apart from the creation. Are you with me, brothers and sisters? So in the creation, when Allah grants miracle, then the prophets did the miracles. So Hazrat Isa alayhi salam, Allah gave him the power to heal the blind and gave him sight and to bring the dead person to life. But where is that dead person now? Where is the person who was given sight? So again, those miracles were for that particular time and for those particular people. What about our Prophet, brothers and sisters? What kind of a miracle did he get? He got the Qur'an. What kind of a miracle is this? It is an everlasting miracle. Not for one particular people. Because this Qur'an is for Alameen. Okay? تبارك الذي نزل الفرقان على عبده ليكون للعالمين نذيرا. For everybody in the whole mankind, the Quran is the guide. Are you with me, brothers and sisters? So the Quran is perpetual, everlasting miracle till the end of time. As long as we live and breathe on this planet, Quran is our guide. How can a book be a guide? But that is the miracle of Allah. Everything in that book contains will guide us for every situation. For everything that confronts us, the Quran will guide us. But we have to understand the Quran and learn the language. Then only we will feel the miracle. Otherwise, the miracle will not touch our hearts, brothers and sisters. The Quran will change our lives. Here's another example. This is, I heard from our respected Sheikh Ahmed Kuti, He said when he was studying, I believe in U of T or somewhere, there was a professor there, a Muslim professor, I forget his name, He was very clever, very educated. He was master of English. He was so good in English, being from Indian subcontinent, that nobody else would come to his level of writing and speaking. He had so much power on the language of English, brothers and sisters. But he was not into Islam. When somebody would say, Assalamu alaikum, brother, hi, how are you? He wouldn't even reply, wa alaikum salam. You tell him, Assalamu alaikum, he will say, hi. He was not into Islam, brothers and sisters. Maybe one day when you meet Sheikh Ahmed Kuti, you can ask him the details about it. I forget the name of the person. Brothers and sisters, after many, many years, many years, Sheikh Ahmed Kuti was informed that he is now sick in the hospital. He's got some kind of a cancer. Forgive me if I do not relate the story 100%, because it was a long time that I heard, and I was touched by the story. I may have forgotten the details of it. So Sheikh Ahmed Kuti went to the hospital to meet him. And what did he see? On his bed, he was reading Qur'an. Finally, it dawned on him. Okay? And anybody who would come to meet him, what would he say? Read the Qur'an. Read and understand the Qur'an. So sometimes we in our daily lives, we are so busy with money making and with all other responsibilities, running around like mad, as if there is no tomorrow. And we forget our responsibilities. But Quran is something that is part of us. It should become part of us. And it should guide us in every step that we take, brothers and sisters. And Allah has commanded us to read Quran morning and evening. That is a command from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And we got to read it. But even for 5 minutes, it's okay. Even one small surah, it's okay. But we must read it, inshallah. Huh? And Quran, brothers and sisters, when you will understand Quran, it will change your lives. All our troubles, we all feel troubles in the life. Huh? Things don't go the way we are planning. We become upset. We are sad. In spite of having lots of money, we are still very sad. But when you read the Quran, it will remove all your sadness. It will remove all your troubles. And what will you feel? You will feel sakina in your heart. That is what Quran will give you. It is a shifa. Shifa what? For malaria and typhoid? No. Shifa for our hearts, brother. Because our heart is troubled inside. Inshallah, you will remember this. I hope I didn't bore you. Okay. Okay, brothers and sisters. So here we are. Inni. So what is this Ya Mutakallim doing here? This is Ismu Inna. How will you describe? Damirun Muttasilun Mabniun ala Sukun Fi Mahalli Nasbin Ismu Inna Mansubun. And what is this Ana doing here? This is another emphasis. Another emphasis, brother. How can you translate this? No, you cannot translate. You got to understand and feel the eloquence of it, Inni ana. Truly I, Rabbuka, your Lord. There is nobody else, but I am your Lord. Okay, your creator, your sustainer, your provider. I look after you. So what is Rabbu? Khabar inna. Now see, we can easily understand. Wa huwa mudaf in ka mudaf ilayhi. Fa ataf akhla fi'lu amr khala'a yakhla'u take off. There is more into this, brothers and sisters, but we are not going in too much of detail. There are many books available in which scholars will define this in a much greater detail. Inshallah, you will find it. I'm only telling you there is much more detail into it than this, but we only look to what we have in front of us. Remove fail amal. Okay, brothers and sisters? Na alayka. Maf'ulun bihi mansubun. Hasbinun. What is this, brother? What is it? Ma'alani. Okay? Make it mansub. Put ka here. You will drop this. So it became na alayka. Remove your shoes, 2 of them. Are you with me, brothers and sisters? Remove your shoes. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is telling Musa alayhi salam. Innaka. Again in. Harfu tawqid wa nasbin. Ka ismu inna mansub. Bil wadi. Char majroor. Al muqaddas. Naat. Tuwa. Badal, mashallah. See, badal for what, Sister Sukaina? Wadi. Wadi has got al. And how come Tuwa doesn't have al? Because it is a al-alamu. It is proper noun. So it does not have to have al. It is still Ma'rifah. It is still definite. Did you get the idea, brothers and sisters? Okay, now, see, we have studied, what is this, brothers and sisters? Wadin, which is actually Wadi Yun, Mankus. Okay, and if you put Alif Lam, a Wadi, only Wadi. But in Qur'an, sometimes the spelling is a little different. So it becomes Bil Wadi, without Ya. Bil Wadi, without Ya. The Ya has been omitted. So how will you describe? Innaka. Okay, harfun nasbin. And then ka is ismu inna. Where is khabar inna? Jar majrur shibu jumla fi mahalli rafa'in khabar inna, mashallah. Okay, B harf jar. What is wadi? Ism majrur. Wa alamatu jarrihi al-kasratul, or you can say kasratun, muqaddaratun, alal ya'i mahdhuf. Because you see, you drop the ya. Alal ya'i mahdhufati. Got the idea? No, we already said ismun majrurun wa alamatu jarrihi kasratun muqaddaratun alal ya'i mahdhufati. Got the idea? Alal ya'i mahdhufati. Do you see this, brothers and sisters? We drop the ya. Very good, brothers and sisters. And then al-muqaddas is a naat, sacred. Okay, it is from qaddasa, yukaddisu, muqaddas, ism maf'ul. See, now you understand everything. That how the word is constructed. Is it ism fa'il? Is it ism maf'ul? What's going on in the sentence? You have a good idea. Won't it be nice if we understood the whole Quran like that? Inshallah. Inshallah. And brothers and sisters, we may not speak Arabic fluently because we do not have the environment. Okay? And you do not stand up and speak in Arabic. But when it comes to Quran, we will understand it. Inshallah. When it is recited, brothers and sisters, we will feel spiritually intoxicated. Our hearts will swing inside us. And our mind will feel the magic of the Quran, inshallah. Fine, brother. Asanta, you did very well. Ya Harithu Khati misalan min al-hadith al-nabawi sharif. Give an example from the hadith. Al-Haris, Qawlun Nabiyyi sallallahu alayhi wasallam, the speech of Prophet sallallahu alayhi wasallam, li Aisha ta waita diptot radiyallahu anha, Ya Aisha, inna aynayya. What is this, brothers and sisters? Inna came. We need ismu inna mansub. So it should be aynani. What is it? Wait. We start from the beginning. We start from the beginning. Aynani will become aynaini. Brothers and sisters? Now we put ya mutakallim plus ya mutakallim with sukoon. Are you with me, brothers and sisters? Look at it, brothers and sisters. Aynani, aynaini, ya mutakallim with sukoon. Brother Hassan, what shall I do now? I've made it mudaf. I chop, one chop. Noon is gone. So what is the result now? No, but noon is gone and I have ya here, with sukoon and ya with sukoon here. First, I give a fatah. Huh? And then it will turn into with a shadda. Are you with me? Sukoon, ya with sukoon and ya with fatah. We made it ya with shadda, idgham. Huh? Now, how will I write it? I, nayya. Got the idea, brothers and sisters? We got to understand this. Huh? How it came to be aynayya. It came from aynani, aynaini, and then ya mutakalam as mudaf ilayhi, and then I dropped the noon, and then two yas were there, and they became ya with a shadda, so I say aynayya. But then this is very beautiful hadith, very sweet hadith, brother. Inna aynayya tanamani. Translation, brother. I sleep. My heart doesn't. My heart always remembers Allah. My heart always remembers Allah. My heart doesn't sleep. My eyes sleep. Brothers and sisters, where is the ismu inna? Aynai. Is it mansub? Are you sure? What is the sign of its mansub? Ya. Why? Why ya is sign? It should be a fatah. لِأَنَّهُ مُثَنَّى. You got to say. Because it is muthanna. Very good, brothers. And where is the khabar inna? What is tanamani? Jumla failure. What is it? Nama yanamu. Anta tanamu. Antuma tanamani. Are you with me? Tanamu tanamani. Okay, let's do it, brother. Nama yanamu. Yanamu. Yanamani. Yanamuna. Ahiya. Tanamu, tanamani, yanamna. Let's do it, brother. Yanamu will become yanamna. Huh? Yanamna, inshallah. Okay. And then anta. Tanamu. Tanamani. Tanamuna. Tanamina. Tanamani. Tanamna. Now, why it is aynayya, tanamani? Two I. But why tanamani and not yanamani? Because it is muannas. What is it? It is muannas. That is why. The eyes are muannas, so it became hiya and then huma. Yanamani, yanamuna, and then tanamu, tanamani. So we say huwa, yanamu, huma, yanamani, hum, yanamuna, hiya, tanamu, huma, tanamani. So here it is our muannas dual, tanamani. Wala yanamu qalbi. Brother, my heart doesn't sleep. Okay. And then, where is the file for yanamu? Qalbu, brother. See, we have to be careful. We can be tempted to say mustatir, because I don't see any marfu, but it is marfu there. Qalbu plus ya mutakalim. Remember, nama is intransitive. Nama is intransitive. Okay? Brother, since this hadith has come, I just remember one thing, that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has promised Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam many things, Inna a'tainaka al-Kawthar. Allah has given him Kawthar. And Allah has forgiven him for any errors that he made. It's all in the Qur'an. And yet, he used to stand at night and pray. Long hours of night, Rasul sallallahu alaihi wasallam used to pray. It is said in the hadith, brothers and sisters, that Aisha asked Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam, O Prophet of Allah, Allah has given you everything. Why do you have to stand up all night and pray? He has already forgiven you. He has already given you everything. Why do you have to stand up all night and pray and your feet get swollen? What was the reply? How can I thank him? How can I thank Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala for all the mercy that he has bestowed on him? I have to thank him. Brothers and sisters, from this we have to derive an example for our lives. For all the blessings that Allah has given us, we sometimes ignore it, take it for granted. But we got to thank Allah every single moment. Whenever we can remember for all the bounties, for all our children, for our husbands, for our rizq, and for the brotherhood that we have. And above all, we should thank Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala for the gift of Islam. But that Islam is not your prerogative, it's not your right. Islam is a gift of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. It's a niyama from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. It's not our right that I'm a Muslim. It was Allah's mercy that He opened our hearts. And we became Muslim. And we are, in the religion of Islam, brothers and sisters. So this is also a gift from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. When I was studying, in Jordan, brothers and sisters, I used to hear this sentence all the time. Ana ashkurullah ala ni'mat al-Islam. I thank Allah for the gift of Islam. I used to hear this often. And it really touched me that we must thank Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala for the gift of Islam. Inshallah. Ahsanta. Muttafaqun alayhi. Ahsanta. Al-Muraqib. Yadkhulu wa yusallimu thumma yakulu. How will you translate, brother? He enters and yusallimu and says Assalamu alaikum rahmatullah. Got the idea? And then he says, Ayyuhal ikhwatu, O brothers, Ayyu darsin lakum fil hissatayn al akhiratayn. Translation, brother. Which lesson do you have in the last two periods? See? Ayyu darsin. What is the answer, brother? See? Kiltahuma lil Qur'an al-Karim. See? Hissataini. So that is muannas. Are you with me, brothers and sisters? So it became kiltahuma. Both of them for Qur'an. Al-Muraqib. Mudarrisul Qur'ani. The teachers of the Qur'an. What is dropped here? Noon. Put a noon there with pencil. Or even, with a pen. Tiny noon. To remind you that noon has been dropped, Or you should get one more thing, brother and sister. Get a red pen with a very thin point. There are many red pens are available, gel ink, with a very thin point. So that you can keep those, small items highlighted with red. Inshallah. It will help you. Inshallah. What will happen that if you have these noon somewhere or some other things, then when you are revising, it will become very clear to you, inshallah. Fijtimai. What is ijtima? Their meeting, you know. Huh? What is this? Masdar. From what verb? Ijtama. What is the form of it? Form 8. What is the root of it? Jama. Alhamdulillah. Alhamdulillah. See, you are getting there now. Huh? Mal mudir. Okay. For yumkinukum. So it is possible for you. What is kum? Mafulun bihi. Amkana yumkinu. Amkana yumkinu. Mafulun bihi. Okay. Al-insirafu. Now here, the file has come. Okay. Which is actually a masdar. Insarafa. Form 7, mashallah. What is the meaning of insarafa? Zahaba. What is the meaning of insarafa? Zahaba. Okay. Insarafa is also intransitive. So, insarafa, yansarifu, make it masdar, insiraf. See how easy it is. And how logical all these things are. Now, we are used to having masdar muawwal for amkana yumkinu. But here, the masdar has come. Do you think you can change this into masdar muawwal? Yumkinukum an tansarifu. Kum. Tansarifuna. Okay? So you will drop that noon. Tansarifu. Are you with me, brothers and sisters? I will write down. An tansarifu. Like this. An tansarifu. Got the idea, brothers and sisters? Inshallah. Okay. After the third period, your going is possible. What is it? Your going is possible. It means you can go. Chutti karo. Okay. After third period, you can go. Fine. Alhamdulillah. Interesting, brothers and sisters. The whole lesson is very interesting. And you know, that is again the beauty of Dr. Abdurrahim. The exercises are so beautiful. It will give you so much practice. That it is amazing, brothers and sisters. But one thing is required. And what is that is required? You got to write it. If you won't write it, you will forget it. All these exercises have to be written properly, inshallah. Man alladhi nasiya daftarayhi. You can just simply say huwa majid. Huwa majid. Lima la yahdaru akhwa Mas'ud. Why did not the brothers of Mas'ud come? Okay. Li'annahuma maridani, you can say. You can say maridani. Huma. There are only two. So huma will suffice. Li'annahuma. Both of them. Here we will say both of them. Aina mudarisul Qur'an al-Karim. Hum fi ijtimai ma'al mudir. So simple, see. Inshallah you can write it and check your answers with Hello Tamarin. Ta'ammal ma yali. Ponder on what follows. Brothers and sisters. Hada kitabun. What do you see? Bun. Kitabun. Okay. Hada mubtada kitabun khabar. Hada kitabullahi. So, brother, when you made kitabu into mudaf, there was no need for tanween now. So you dropped one dhamma. Okay. Similarly, okay, Hadha kitabullahi. Hadha kitabullahi. So, kitabu has single dhamma because it is mudaf. It cannot have tanween. And Dr. Saab explains us, yuzafu tanweenu inda lidafati. Yuzafu tanweenu inda lidafati. Got the idea, brothers and sisters? Very good. The noun, okay, loses its tanween when it becomes mudaf. Fine. Aina bintani. What is it, brothers and sisters? Aina bintani. Now you say, Aina binta Hamidin. What happened now? You drop the noon. Got the idea? Alhamdulillah. Now, same bintani which was marfu, now make it mansub. Ra'aytu bintaini. Now, Ra'aytu bintai Hamidin. What happened? You got the you dropped the noon. Got the idea, brothers and sisters? Fine. Ja al mudarrisuna. Okay? Ja al mudarrisuna. Now, the next sentence is Ja mudarrisul fiqh. So again, you drop the noon. Huh? Clear, brother? Abhasu. I'm looking for. Abhasu, I'm looking for. Anal mudarrisina. I'm searching for the teachers. Abhathu an mudarrisi al fiqhi. Mudarrisil fiqhi. Got the idea, brothers and sisters? What happened here? It was got that. So here is the explanation, brother. Tuzafu nunun musanna. Brother, tuzafu is majhul. So what is nunu? Naib fa'il. وَنُونُ جَمَعَ مُذَكَّرْ سَالِمْ عِنْدَ الْإِضَافَةِ. عِنْدَ الْإِضَافَةِ. Got the idea, brothers and sisters? استخرج من الدرس أسماء المثناة والمجموعة جمع مذكر سالم المحذوفة نونها للإضافة. Okay? Now you have to go to the main lesson, brothers and sisters, and figure out where there is mudaf ilayhi with musanna and mudaf ilayhi with jama mudhakkar salim, and in both the cases the noon would be dropped. So you will have to figure out, inshallah, and write it, brother, inshallah. And sometimes if you don't find time, at least read it and mentally understand. Okay, brother. تأمل الأمثلة الآتية لمثنى وجمع مذكر سالم المحذوفة نونها للإضافة. Are you with me, brothers and sisters? اغسل يديك ورجليك. اغسل يديك. See, I'll put little noon there. What is yadaika? We should start with marfu. Yadani, yadaini, and then come to yadaika. That way it will be better. Yadani, yadaini, and then yadaika. So we drop the noon. And then rijlaika. Wash your hands and your feet. Okay, both hands and both feet. Brother, rijlani, rijlaini, and then rijlaika. Got the idea? Inshallah. Ibn Aliyin. What is Ibn Aliyin? Ibnani. So noon was dropped here. Ibn Aliyin fil jamiati. Bintahu. Bintani, noon drop. Bintahu fil madrasati. Is the translation clear? Two sons of Ali are in Jamia and his two daughters are in school. Bab al-Masjidi. Babani. Two doors of the masjid. Maftuhatani. The predicate, the khabar has to match the mubtada. Where is mubtada? Babani. Babani is your mubtada. Okay? So here you will say Baba is your mubtada wa huwa mudaf and masjid mudaf ilayhi. MashaAllah. Qara'tu fi hadhihi al-majallati maqalan. What is maqalan, brother and sister? An essay. Okay. I read an essay in the magazine An Muslimina al-Hindi. So I will drop the noon and I will say An Muslimi al-Hindi. Muslimil Hindi. Got the idea, brothers and sisters? Muslimil Hindi. Again the noon was dropped. Are you with me, brothers and sisters? You are feeling that noon is missing here? It was dropped? Fine, brother. Uridu an abiyah. Translation, brother? I want to sell. I want to sell. Brother Abdul Samad? To buy will be Uridu an ashtariya. To sell is Uridu an abiyah. Uridu an abiyah darrajatayya. Why darrajatayya? Is darrajatani, darrajataini, and then darrajatayya. Got the idea? Uridu an abiyah darrajatayya hataini. Translation, brother. I want to sell my two bicycles. Yeah. Okay. So what is hatani here? Naat, mashallah. Hatani is your naat. Very good. I want to sell these two bicycles. Ma ara ahdan min al-mudarrisil tafsir. Min al-mudarrisit tafsir. Ma ara ahdan min mudarrisil tafsir. Got the idea? I didn't see any one of the teachers of tafsir. Fine. يدرس في هذه المدرسة 200 طالب. 200, it became 200. Okay, brother, يدرس فعل مضارع مرفوع بالضمة. في هذه في حرف جر هذه اسم مجرور المدرسة بدل. Where is our file? 200. MashaAllah. Do you feel it now? 200. Brother, 200 file has to be marfu. Is 200 marfu? Yes. Alif is there. Sister Maimuna, you have a question? Which number, sister? Number 6. Ma ara ahadan min al-mudarrisi. Mudarrisi. Min al-mudarrisi. This is Jama Mudhakkar Salim. Yes, it should have been mudarrisina. If you remove tafsir, then what would you say? Ma ara ahdan min al-mudarrisina. Min al-mudarrisina. But now you want to make mudarrisina mudaf and tafsir mudaf ilayhi. So what will you say? Mudarrisit tafsir. Mudarrisit tafsir. Inshallah. Okay, brothers and sisters. Ishtaraitu, I purchased. Hadihil arikata. Brother, what is the meaning of arikata? Sofa. Couch. I purchased this sofa. Bi miatai riyalin. So brother, it is miatani, miataini, and miatai riyalin. Noon again got dropped. Brother, even I would write down these exercises. Even though they are written here, I would write it down if you get a time, brother and sisters. Sahabtu, sahaba is to withdraw money from bank. Sahabtu al-yawma, I withdrew today. How much did you withdraw? Let's have a nice dinner. Okay? Alfay riyalin. So alfani, alfaini, alfay riyalin. How much? 2,000 riyals. I withdrew from bank today 2,000 riyals min al-masrifi, from the bank. Ghammada. What is the meaning of ghammada? To close one's eyes. To shut one's eyes, Ghammada al-maridu aynayhi. So what will you say? The sick closed his eyes. Okay, fine. Ghammada. Form 2. Ghammada yughammidu. Fine. Aynani, aynaini, aynaihi. Very good, brother. Aina abwaka ya Anas. Abwaka. Abwani. Are you with me, brother and sister? What is the meaning of abwani? Al-abu plus al-ummu. Parents. Write down. Write down, brother and sister. Not two fathers, brother. Parents, brothers and sisters. Are you with me? So abwani, abwaka. Where are your parents? Where are your mothers and father? Where are your mother and father? Abwani. Got the idea, brothers and sisters? Inshallah. Qala ta'ala fi surat al-Masad. Tabbat yada abi lahabiyun wa tabba. Every day we read it. We let the children memorize it. But we do not understand. We do not understand. What is tabbat? Fi'al. What is the fi'al? Tabba. What is the fi'al? Tabba. And what is this ta doing here? Ta'utanisi. It means the file has to be muannas. So where is the file? Yadani, mashallah. Yadani is your file. Okay? See how beautiful it is. Sister Manas, now you understand, there is always a joy in our heart when we understand the Qur'an. Because we have been reading previously without much understanding it. Brother, Yadani, okay, Abi Lahabiyu, father of Lahab. Okay, so Yadani became Yada because it is coming as a mudaf. Abi Lahabiyu. Let us write it. Yada got the idea, brothers and sisters? Okay, what is yada? Fa'ilun. What is it? Fa'ilun. Marfu'un. Wa alamatu raf'ihi al-alifu. Li'annahu musanna. Wa huwa mudaf. And what is abi? Mudaf ilayhi majrurun. Wa alamatu jarrihi al-ya. Why? لأنه من الأسماء الخمسة. Remember, this ya is because abi is now coming as a mudaf. Remember? Are you with me? When you say abu on its own, then there is no waw or alif or ya. Okay? Remember? You say abun. But when you say make it mudaf, it will become abu. This is marfu. And this is mansub. Now make it majroor. That's the idea. That's the reason that it became majroor bil ya. لأنه من الأسماء الخمسة. Are you with me? Okay. وهو مضاف. And then لهب مضاف إليه. Then واو حرف عطف. What is tabba? فعل. Where is the file? مستتر. تقديره هو يدل على أبي لهب. MashaAllah. So what is the translation? Doomed are the two hands of the father of Lahab. And he's doomed too. Are you with me? Doomed are the two hands of the father, Abi Lahab, the father of Lahab, and he's doomed also. Atabba. Now here, because the file is huwa, there is no ta'utanisi here. Got the idea, brother and sister, inshallah? Ikra ma yali. Thum maktubhu ma kitabatil arkamil waridati fihi bil huruf. Brother and sister, read the following. Is there, you want to ask anything, Sister Naima? No? Read the following, then write. In your writing, the numbers which are mentioned below with letters. Are you with me? Instead of numbers, now will you write it in letters? Okay? This is very beautiful exercise, brother. You got to do it and you got to write it and understand it beautifully, inshallah. And also keep it in mind, is it fa'il, is it maf'ulun bihi, is it ism majroor, everything you have to keep it in mind. Ja'a min as-sini hadha al-am. 200 pilgrims. Ja'a. What is ja'a? Fi'l madi, mabni ala fatah. Min as-sini, jar majroor. Okay. Hadha. I know. It is ismu ishara. What is ismu ishara doing here? This is zarf. You see, hadha al-am. Am. We are going to learn in next 2 lessons about everything that is concerned with zarf. Okay? So hadha is a zarf. Later on we will call it naiban zarf. Means it is deputy on zarf. Where is the zarf? Al-amah. That is your zarf. But hadha became deputy. Naib. It came in front of it. So what will you call al-amah? Badal. After hadha, I'll call it badal. Okay? Got the idea? So hadha is mansub because it is coming as a zarf. Got the idea? Inshallah. Okay, brother, we still didn't get our file. Where is our file? Miyata. Hajin. What will you say? Miyatani. And then noon will be dropped. It became miyata hajin. Miyata fa'ilun marfu'un wa alamatu raf'ihi al-alifu li'annahu musanna wa huwa mudaf and haji mudaf ilayhi. Very good, brother. Uridu. Now, uridu. Mansub, we need maf'ulun bihi. Nuskhatin miyatai. It is actually miyataini. Again the noon will be dropped. See, isn't it beautiful, brother? All the exercise just will give us more practice. That is the beauty of Madina books. It gives you so much practice in one concept only, Sister Sukaina. In one particular concept, it gives you no more. Just musanna. That is the beauty and the farsightedness and the vision of Dr. Abdul Rahim. So what will you say? Miyatani, miyataini, uridu, miyatai. What will you say? Uridu, miyatai. Uridu, Got the idea, brothers and sisters? Huh? Uridu miatai. Are you with me? Inshallah. And then nuskhatin. So what will you say about miatai? Mafulun bihi mansubun wa alamatu nasbihi al-ya'u li'annahu muthanna. Very good, brothers and sisters. Min hadhal kitabi. Min harf jar. What is hadha? Ism majrur. What is kitab? Badal. Very good. Ishtaraitu. I bought. What did you buy? Hadhihi. Mafulun bihi. Huh? And asa'ata badal. Very good. Bi harf jar. Miatai riyalin. Same miatai riyalin. Got the idea? Sister Abir, inshallah? Very good. Adadu tullabil hunudi. The number of the Indian students. Adadu tullabil hunudi. The number of Indian students bil jamiyati in the university is Miyatani. You got to be sure. You know why Miyatani? Khabar. It is khabar. Where is mubtada? Adadu. Adadu only is your mubtada. Wa huwa mudaf. Tawlibi. Mudaf ilayhi. Al-hunudi. Naat. Bil jamiyati. Jar majrur. And then miyatani is your khabarun. Marfu'un. Wa alamatu raf'ihi al-alifu. لأنه مثنى. Very good, brothers and sisters. Now, here we have to understand, read the sentence properly. So there is a verb coming in the sentence. So this is jumla failure. Dafata. Dafata. What is the meaning of dafata here? To pay. To pay. Dafata here, the meaning is to pay. Now, if it is dafa'ata, pay what? So we need mafulun bihi. So what will be here? 1,000 alpha only. Alpha junayhin. Why alpha? Because it is mudaf. Make it only without mudaf ilayhi. What will you say? Alfun. What will you say? Alfun. So you will say alfa junayhin with single fatah. Alfa junayhin. Okay, brothers and sisters. Alfa junayhin. Dafata, did you pay 1,000 pounds? Or alfaini? Because again mafulun bihi. Mafulun bihi. Got the idea, Sister Nasri? Alfaini. Because it is alpha, then it becomes alfaini. MashaAllah. Did you pay 1,000 pounds or 2,000 pounds? Okay. Asha Isa alayhi salam qabla alfai alfani alfaini alfai sanatin alfai sanatin. Brothers and sisters, as I said earlier, we must write. Then our understanding will become very strong. Try to write all these exercises, which are coming now, starting from this one, inshallah. These are must. You must write everything. But if you don't have time, then these are the exercises you must write. Sister Abir? Yes, that is why it became majroor. Okay? Okay, brother? Asha. What is Asha? Fi'lun Madi. Where is the file? Isa. That is your file. Okay? Alayhi salatu is a parenthetical sentence. Put it into bracket. Huh? That has got nothing to do with this, parenthetical sentence. Qabla. Zarf. After zarf we need mudaf ilayhi. So what is our mudaf ilayhi? Al-fai. Al-fai. See, in the previous example, dafa'ta al-faini. That was mansub, because it was mafulun bihi. So how will I describe this al-fai? Ismun majrurun. Or you will say mudafun ilayhi majrurun. Wa alamatu jarrihi al-ya'u. Li'annahu wasanna. You got the idea, brothers and sisters? Inshallah. And then wahuwa mudaf and sanatin mudaf ilayhi. Very good. Brother, Indi, I'm very rich today. Indi alfu riyalin. Alfu riyalin. What is it, brothers and sisters? Indi alfu. Why alfu and not alfa and not alfi? Because it is mubtada. Where is the khabar? Coming in the beginning. Inda. Zarf. Shubu jumla khabar. And what is ya mutakallim? Mudaf ilayhi. I hope you did not forget all these things. We did a lot of practice for this. Indahu, indahuma, indahum. Indaha, indahuma, indahunna. Indaka, indakuma, indakum. Indaki, indakuma, indakunna. And then, brothers and sisters, Indi, indana. What did I do now? I said zarf and then followed by mudaf ilayhi. Zarf. So when a pronoun is attached to the zarf, what is the result? It is zarf mudaf ilayhi. So in the is your shibu jumla khabar. And then ya mutakalam mudaf ilayhi. And where is the mubtada? Alfu with single dhamma. Wa huwa mudaf and then mudaf ilayhi. Alfu riyalin. Brother? Inshallah. Wa indaka, and you have, how much you have? You are more richer than me. Alfani. Alfani. Here there is no mudaf ilayhi. Alfani mubtada marfun wa alamatu rafihi al alifu li'annahu musanna. Wa hadha al mablaghu yakfina. And this amount is enough to have a good evening. Are you with me, brothers and sisters? وَهَذَا الْمَبْلَغُ. What is هَذَا? Mubtada. What is al-mablagu? Badal. Where is the khabar? Yakfina. What is yakfi? Kafa yakfi. Kafa yakfi. No. Na. Yakfi is fi'al. So what is na? Mafulun bihi. It is enough for us. But then you got to be careful. Don't make fi'al into mudaf. That will be a disaster. To turn fi'al into mudaf will be a disaster. Yakfina. Okay? Kafa yakfi. So, hadha is mubtada. Where is the khabar? Jumla fi'liya. Fi mahalli raf'in. Khabar. MashaAllah. Watch this sentence, brothers and sisters. After this, we'll take a break, inshallah. Yadrusu bil jamiyati. Yadrusu. Fi'lun mudari'un marfun bi damma. Now we got to look for the file. Shall I say mustatir? No, I must wait. Sister Madina? No mustatir. I must wait and read the sentence. Maybe there is something coming as a file. Alfa. Alfa talibin. What will you say? Alfa talibin. Huh? Brother, it was Alfani. I dropped the noon because it became mudaf, so I had to drop the noon. Alfa talibin. So what is alfa? Fa'ilun marfu'un wa alamatu raf'ihi al-alifu li'annahu musanna wa huwa mudaf, and then mudaf ilayhi. Fine, brother and sister. Min harfjar. Duwali, countries. Countries. Dawlatun, duwalun. Asia, Asia. Are you with me? 2,000 students from the countries of Asia are studying in the Jamia. Okay? Okay, brothers and sisters, I think we'll take a break and we'll continue. We'll try to do as much as we can. I would love to finish the lesson, but we won't rush. We won't. Brothers and sisters, we are back from our break. Sister Nusrat, did you bring some snacks today? Jazakillah khairan. May Allah bless you. I hope you all enjoyed. Bagels and cheese. Inshallah. Okay. We have got to keep it simple, brother? We should not go overboard. Otherwise, we'll have problems, I still remember one day when in our last class, Sister Arifa, she's expert in making halwa puris and things like that. She brought halwa puri for everybody to taste it. So all the brothers sat down and enjoyed it, And when I said, now come back to the class and we carry on the lessons, he said, brothers, Asif, do you expect us to come and sit and study after eating all these halwa puris? We don't feel like doing any lessons, We are too full. We want to lie down and relax now. So inshallah we'll make it simple, so that you don't feel sleepy after eating snacks, Adif. What is adif? Amar. What is the Mahdi? Remember, when you see Hamzatul Qata, what does it tell you? In the Amar, that it is form 4. So you got to find it. Adafa yudifu. What is it? Adafa yudifu. Like ajaba yujibu. Adafa yudifu and adif. Because when you give a sukoon here, this ya will go away and this ya will go away. Hamzatul Qata will come back. Adif means to add, to attach, to add, to join, etc., etc. Adifil kalimat al-ula. Join the first word, ila thaniya, to the second word, fima yali, in what follows. Now this is very easy, brothers and sisters. Ibnani hamidun. Make it into mudaf ilayhi now. Ibna hamidin. You got the answer. Okay, Sister Hafsa, next one is yours. Bintani rashidun. Binta rashidin, mashallah. Sister Abir, nafizatani al-ghurfatu. MashaAllah, Nafizat al-Ghurfati. Very good. Sister Sukhaina, Muslimuna al-Yabanu. Muslimul Yabani. Very good. Sister Naima, Banuna Israelu. Banu Israila. MashaAllah, that was excellent because it cannot be Banu Israeli. Why? It's diptote. Israelu, Israila, Israila. That was excellent, Sister Naima. Banu Israila. Sister Sumayya. Babani al-Madrasatu. Babal. Baba al-madrasati. So you'll say Babal madrasati. Sister Maria, Mudiruna al-madarisu. Mudirul madarisi. Madarisi. Brother, we used to have madarisu, madarisa, and now I say Mudirul madarisi. Why? Diptode has to be madarisa. Yes. When it has got al attached to, then it becomes triptode. Remember the rule. When the diptode is made definite by decorating with al, then that diptode becomes triptode. So look at this. Mudirul madari si. Take off al. What will you say? Mudirul madari sa. If you took off al. Keep that in mind. Yadani anta. Sister Aisha? Yes. No. Anta is marfu. We need mudaf ilayhi majroor. Yadaka. Got the idea? Yadaka. All these things we have to remember. Yadaka. Mudaf ilayhi now. Sister Mamuna, Abwani ana. Abwaya. Abwani, abwa, and then ya, we'll make it abwaya. If you say abwaya, we made it into mansub or majrur. That is not what it is required. Abwaya. I will write down, brothers and sisters. Abwani plus ya is equal to abwaya. Abawaya. Abawaya. It is abawaya. Abawaya. Fatah on ba. Now, Sister Nasreen, Ainani hiya. Ainaha. MashaAllah. Excellent, excellent. Thanni. Brother, Thanni. Okay. What is the meaning of Thanni? Make it dual. What is Thanni? Amar. What is the Madi? There is a Shadda there. So what form it should be? Form 2. Sanna. And what will be Mudariya? Yusanni. Like that. And when you make it Amar, you chop this and you chop this and it became Thanni. Okay, very good, brothers and sisters. Make dual kalimat allati tahtaha khattun bi jumlatil atiyati. In the following sentence, you will only do the dual of the words which are underlined. Aina ammuka ya Ibrahim. So make it ammu into dual, ammani. So what will you say? Aina ammaka. Got the idea? First you should make the dual properly and then it will be better that way. Irfa yadaka. So whether yada, yadun, make it dual, yadani. Now because irfa has to be mafulun bihi, yadaini. So what will you say? Irfa yadaika. Do it like that. Shall I write it down or you are okay? Inshallah, you will be all right. Raise your 2 hands. Okay. So it is from yadaini, you made into yadaika. Madha kalatil maratu. Madha kalatil maratu li bintiha. So there is an underline, binti. What did the lady say to her daughter? Now 2 daughters. What will you say? Madha Qalatil mar'atu li bintayha. So here, you got to do it properly. Bintani, bintaini, and then bintayha. Do it like that in your mind. This way, you will not make mistakes. Okay? Li bintaini. Okay? Li bintaini. Fine. When I put ha, I got to, what shall I do? I got to chop the noon. And it becomes li bintayha. Ghasaltu rijli. So what is rijli, brother? My feet. Make it into dual, rijlani. Make it into mansub, rijlaini. And then what will you say? Rijlayya. Rijlayya. You will say rijlayya. I'll write down. Rijlayya. It was rijlaini plus ya. And I chopped off noon. And it changed into rijlayya. Inshallah. Ahadha tilmizuka. Is this your student? What will you say? Watch carefully. Ahadha tilmizuka. Make it tilmizu into musanna. So what will you say now? Did you say hadha? You got to change that also. Ahadhani tilmizaka. You got to change the whole thing. Ahadhani tilmizaka. Brother? You can't say dual and say hadha. You have to say hadhani. Arabic is very precise. So tilmizani became tilmizaka. Khuz risalataka. What is risala? Letter. So risalatani. But khuz is amar, verb. We need mafulun bihi. So it will become risalataini. And then it will become risalataika. But if you won't write, then you will forget. If you won't write, then you will forget. Writing is most important. And then you will forget, and then you will sing. Hawa mein udta jaye, mera fi'l mera fa'il, ho ji, idhar udhar lahraye, mera mudaf aur mudaf ilayhi. These are all mudaf ilayhi. Idhar udhar lahraye, mera mudaf aur mudaf ilayhi, ho ji. We don't want you to sing this song. Okay? Ba'a. That is verb. Where is the file? Ukashatu. That is your file. This is the name. Like Talhatu, Hamzatu, Ukashatu. Baitahu. So Baitun, make it into Musanna. Baitani, make it into Mansub. Baitaini, now make it into Mudaf. Baitaihi. Got the idea? Inshallah.
What does it mean?
Ukasha sold his 2 homes. Ba'a is to sell. Ukasha is the seller. He is the file. Ukasha sold, what did he sell? His 2 homes. Baitaihi. His 2 homes. Fine. This is a nice sentence, brother. It will require a little extra thinking. That's sivaru. What is the sivaru? Bangles, bracelet. That's sivaru. Samanuhu miyatu riyalin. Now you will make miyatu into Miyatani, and it will become miyata riyalin. Now, brother, I want you to analyze this sentence. This is your examination. I want you to analyze it. Okay? First question. What kind of a sentence is this? Jumla ismiya. There is no verb here. It started with hadha. If the word comes afterwards, still it is jumla ismiya. Hadha is jumla ismiya. Okay, brother? So what is hadha? Mubtada. And what is as-siwaru? Badal. And what is this samanuhu? What is the meaning of samanu? Who? Price of it. Price of it. Okay? This is mudaf ilayhi. Fine. So what is this? Did you find out, Sister Menas? Samanuhu. Sister Sukhaina? Sister Maimuna? Did you find out? Brother Abdul Samad?
Say that is
We have a guest here. He's our friend, Brother Azhar. He has the correct answer. No. Brothers and sisters, the khabar is a jumla ismiya. What is it? Did you get it? You got to think like that. So here you are. Hadha siwaru, hadha mubtada. Siwaru, badal. Keep it aside and forget it. Now, carry on. Is it? Samanuhu. Samanu is mubtada wa huwa mudaf. And who is? Mudaf ilayhi. And where is the khabar? Miyata. You will change it. Miyata is khabar for samanu. So it is marfu and alamat is alif. لأنه مثنى وهو مضاف and ريال is مضاف إليه. Got the idea? Now this whole sentence came as a khabar for هذا سوار. Got the idea? Did you understand? You want me to write it? You understood? Maybe I'll write it. Just to give you a little extra practice. Because very soon we will be studying mubtada khabar again. Haza siwaru. Haza badal. Mubtada. Okay, and what is this? Badal. Now I want you to draw a line and forget it. This line is only for our understanding. You won't do this in exam. Otherwise the examiner will say, what kind of a line is this? This is for our understanding. Samanuhu, samanuhu. This is your mubtada plus mudaf. And what is this? Mudaf ilayhi. Okay, brothers and sisters? And then I'm making dual. Miyata. And then riyalin. This miyata is your khabar. Plus it is mudaf. And this is mudaf ilayhi. Are you with me, brother and sister? Now this whole sentence, what kind of a sentence is this? Then I will write down, brother. Al-jumlatul al-ismiyatu fi mahalli raf'in khabaru haza. Are you with me, brothers and sisters? Sister Nasin, did you get it, sister? This whole sentence is now khabar for our mubtada. Now, sometimes, if you want, you can also say, this is mubtada number 1. You don't have to. But sometimes, if you find that it is easy, Mubtada number 1. Okay, well, and then what will you call this mubtada? You can call this mubtada number 2. And what is this khabar? Number 2. Because this khabar is for mubtada number 2. And then what is this now? Khabar number 1, brothers and sisters. Because this whole jumla ismiya came as a khabar for mubtada number 1. Sister Sukhaina, is it clear, sister? No, this kind of understanding, we have to keep it in our mind. And to do these things, brothers and sisters, I call it, what shall I call it? I call it the fun part. Because you are enjoying and you are doing something that your mind can, feel happy about it. Got the idea? So here, once again I say, Hadha Sivaru, leave it aside. Now take the other thing. Thamanuhu. Now this is a new sentence. Remember, we studied khabar can be of 5 kinds. Brothers and sisters, I am saying it as a 5 kinds just for the sake of simplicity. The scholars describe khabar as a 3 kinds. Okay? But I, for the sake of simplicity, I say 5 kinds. Number 1, mufrad. What is it? Mufrad. Number 2, shibu jumla. The scholars will say shibu jumla is the second kind of khabar, and which has got 2 parts, jar majroor and zarf and mudaf ilayh. But I, for the sake of simplicity, I said jarun majroor number 2, zarf and mudaf ilayh number 3, and then the khabar can come as a jumla. The scholar will say jumla can come as a khabar. But I again, for the sake of simplicity, say jumla fi'liya number 4 and jumla ismiya number 5. Just for the sake of simplicity. So this is jumla ismiya coming as a khabar for mubtada. Yes, Sister Abi? Mufrad is singular. Mufrad is singular. Anti talibatun. So what is talibatun? Mufrad. Got the idea? Anti talibatun mujtahidatun. So what is mujtahidatun? Not. Are you with me? So mufrad means one. Listen. Al-Qur'anu mubtada. Kitabullahi. Where is our khabar? Kitabu. What is it? Mufrad. Even though it is mudaf ilayhi, but I take kitabu only as a khabar. It is mufrad, singular. Because khabar has to be marfu. If you say kitabullahi, then Allahi is majroor. It cannot be khabar. Only kitabu is your khabar. Because khabar has to be marfu if it is one word. Got the idea, brothers and sisters? Inshallah, you'll remember. Fine. Ataitu. See, here comes our verb that we were studying in the morning. Ataitu. What is this ataitu? What is the base form? What kind of a verb is this? This is form 4. Ata. Ata yuti. Okay, brother, just for the fun of it, we will conjugate. Ata yuti. You had a very delicious snack. You got to pay for it now. Work hard now, and do the conjugation. But this is very important verb. In it both forms, lil ma'lum and lil majhul. It's very important. Ready? Ata. Next one, ataya, and then atau. Atau, and then atat, and then tata, and then atayna. And then ataita, ataituma, ataitum, ataiti, ataituma, ataitunna, ataitu, I gave. Ataitu, ataina, we gave. Inna, ataina. See? Are you with me? What is inna? In plus na. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is saying, we. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is speaking in his majesty, in all his majesty. Inna, na. Ismu, inna mansubun. Where is the khabar inna? Inna, jumla failure. Atainaka. What is it? But we have come to know that ata, yuti has got two mafulun bihi. Where are the two mafulun bihis, brother? Al-Kawthar, Ra. See, whether you have read this and recited this ayat thousands of times, but we never understood the way we are understanding it now. Inna atainaka al-Kawthara. Huh? Why? Because ata needs two mafulun bihi. So where are those two mafulun bihi? Ka and Kawthara. Huh? Inna. And where is the file for ata? Yeah, where is the file? Ataina. Na is your file. Huh? Okay, I'll write down. Describe it now, brother. Where is the verb? Atai. Felun madin mabniun ala sukun. Mabniun ala sukun. This is only your fi'l madi. And what is this? Fa'il. That is Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Inna atayna ka. Your mafulun bihi number 1. And al-Kawthara mafulun bihi number 2. Isn't it wonderful, brother? That's the way, inshallah, we will try to understand the Quran. Fine, very much. So, ataitu. Okay, brother? I forgot about the mudariya. Let us do the mudariya. Yuti, yutiyani, yutuna. MashaAllah. Yutuna. And then tuti, tutiyani, yutina. Yutina. Just noon. The food is ready. Just put the noon and eat it. Okay? Now, anta, tu'ti, tu'tiyani, antum, tu'tuna, anti, tu'tina, and then tu'tiyani, antunna, tu'tina, ana, u'ti, nahnu, nu'ti. Got the idea, brothers and sisters? Now, majhul is also very important. Ata, make majhul of ata. You got to make extra practice with majhul. Majhul will not come easily unless you make an effort and practice. Are you with me? Fu'ila, utiya. Are you with me? Ata, utiya. Are you with me? What will be the majhul of yuti? Very simple, brother. Very simple. The rules you will remember, okay? In Madi, Ain Kalima gets Kashra. And before Ain Kalima, everything will get Dhamma. If there is a Sukun, leave it in peace. Leave it as a Sukun. So, Ta is your Ain Kalima, brother. So it got Kashra, and then the Lam Kalima gets a Fatah. Now, Yuti, The Ain Kalima gets a Fatah. And only the Harfu Mudariya gets a Dhamma. And the rest of it will also get Fatah, if there are any. Sukun, leave it. So it became Yuta. Actually it is Yuta, you. Lam Kalima will get Dhamma. So how will you describe Yuta? Fi'lun, Mudari'un, Lil Majhul, Marfu'un, wa alamatu raf'i, Dhammatul Muqaddara. Khalas, brother. That's it. Inshallah. You will remember? Very important verb. Ataitul ajira. What is the meaning of ajira? Amil. Amil, worker. Kaam karne wala. Mazdur. Workman, you will say. Workman. Okay. Ataitul ajira. Miyata riyalin. So there is underline under miyata. So what will you make that into? Dual. What will you say? Miyatai. Miyatai riyalin. Okay. Now, do you see, Sister Maimuna? Ataitu. Where is the verb? Atai. Atai. Where is the file? Tu. I need two mafulun bihi. Al-ajira. Where is the next one? Miyatai. Got the idea? Alhamdulillah. MashaAllah. Akhuhu tabibun. Make tabibun into tabibani. So how will you say? Akhuhu tabibani? No. His brother is two doctors? No. His two brothers are. So what will you say? Akhawahu. What will you say? Akhawahu. Akhawahu. Akhawa and who, and then you will say tabi bani. Inshallah. Tabahathu Fatimatu. What is tabahathu? Fi'l mudari'ah. Where is the file? Fatimatu. An akhi ha. What will you say? An akhun. Make it double. Dual. Akhawani. Make it mansub and majrur. Akhawaini. So what will you now say? An akhawaiha. What will you say? Akhawaiha. I will write down, brother. Akhawani will become akhawaini, and you make it into mudaf with ha is a mudaf ilayhi. You will chop this and it will become akhawaiha. Got the idea, brothers and sisters? Inshallah. Akhawaiha. Mata abuhu. What will you say now? Abu, make it double. Abawahu. What is the meaning of Mata Abawahu? His parents died. His two fathers died. No. Abawani means parents. His parents died. Mata will remain Mata. Mata Abawahu. Abawa, only Abawa, fa'ilun, marfu'un, wa alamatu raf'ihi al-alifu li'annahu musanna wa huwa mudaf, and hu mudaf ilayhi. I'm going slowly in this lesson because I really want you to understand well. If we went faster, then probably you will miss out few things. So when we are meeting on Tuesday, brothers and sisters, we will try to finish the lesson. And then we'll go to the next lesson. What is the next lesson, brothers and sisters? Jumla Ismiya and Jumla Fi'liya. It will teach us more about Jumla Ismiya and Jumla Fi'liya. But the rest of the exercise, can I request you, you will have 4 days in your hand to work on it. Do all the exercise by yourself. Write it. Then we can quickly go through it. Write all the exercises in your next weekend and read it properly, understand it, and we will, inshallah, finish the lesson, inshallah. They are very easy, brothers and sisters. After having this much, study and understanding this much, inshallah, you will find the rest of it very, very easy, inshallah. ربنا آتنا في الدنيا حسنة وفي الآخرة حسنة وقنا عذاب